Hello. Uh, Welcome to the next season of Push-Ups and Cool Music. This is basically because I realized how well Push-Ups and Cool Music worked for me because it is very hard for me to stay motivated, mostly because of the knee injury. I know that the knee injury is no excuse to not train upper body, but I'm a generalist. I just train everything all the time. I've done a lot of hip races in order to build leg muscle and calf races. I've done research into calf races because I did like about 150 to 200 calf races a day. I found a video where three young fit guys were training calf races every day, and they were as specific as to do 333 of them every day. You know what the results were? Minuscule, like half a centimeter, like less than a quarter of an inch. So less than that. And some didn't even have any visible increase in their calf mass. So that means calf races, I should definitely invest in a weight vest if I want to do calf races, if I want to see results. I'm not very gifted with good sized calf muscles. That's that's just one of my genetic weaknesses, but still, you shouldn't be limited by your genetics. You have to work the best you can with genetics. The things you're good at will grow even more. The things you're not that good at, you challenge them and you make them grow. Like calves. That's my weakness. But for starters, push ups. I'm also planning to go back to the gym and get some advice from my powerlifting friend. And, but for now, even if I have a demanding day at the gym, 100 push ups is very doable, even in like small tiny chunks of 20 reps. The main reason I'm doing these videos is because I stay consistent when I do them, and I want to make it to 100 push-ups again, because lately I have been doing push-ups, not every day, not very consistently, and I rarely reach more than 60 or 70 reps on a good day. So, yeah, my results have mm, vanished. Not vanished, because I'm a bit heavier and I can still do the same type of reps that I did in the beginning of the challenge. So I guess I had some progress after all. But anyway, let's get to it. And today's chosen jam would be Tchaikovsky's Slavonic March. The heavy metal band Accept made a song called Metal Heart, which has the music is based off of Slavonic March by Tchaikovsky and Für Elise by Beethoven, and it mixed into heavy metal. And the Norwegian symphonic black metal band Dimmu Borgir has covered this as well. It's a kick-ass song. I can't play Metal Heart, but I can certainly play Slavonic March. And as a good starter, I will just start with 100 push-ups. Okay, let's see. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74. Oh God. It's still pretty good considering fitness standards. 41 and above is still considered excellent for my age group. And I made it to 74. I'll make it to 100 a lot quicker this time. 'Let's read some Stoic quotes. I got a book called the Daily Stoic, which is a present from my girlfriend to me. Yeah. So, I have to go back to March the 6th because I need to sometimes catch up. But after I caught up, I will do one Stoic quote per video. So Stoicism and Pushups will be one on one. In public, avoid talking often and excessively about your accomplishments and dangers. For however much you enjoy recounting your dangers, it's not so pleasant for others to hear about your affairs. Whew. Ha, ha. No, it's hard to read when I'm breathing so heavily. Let's just do the next set and let's think about this. And by the way, my best friend from California is now my girlfriend. Well, she is a girl and has been my friend for years, so it was just a logical step. Anyway, uh, this is mainly about me taking care of me, my own thoughts, and my physique, more so than what's going on in my personal life. Stoicism is a way to balance everything. Either it's a good thing or a bad thing that happens. Stoicism is my path to normality, no matter how awesome or terrible my life gets. It goes both ways. It, it is related to Zen. So now I only need 26 to reach 100 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Wow. Great music. But after the push-up videos, after the push-ups, I better turn off the music so I can properly reflect on my stoicism. March the 6th says, don't tell yourself stories. In public, avoid talking often and excessively about your accomplishments and dangers. For however much you enjoy recounting your dangers, it's not so pleasant for others to hear about your affairs. Modern philosopher Nassim Taleb has warned of the narrative fallacy, the tendency to assemble unrelated events of the past into stories. These stories, however gratifying to create, are inherently misleading. They lead to a sense of cohesion and certainty that isn't real. If that's too heady, remember that, as Epictetus points out, there is another reason not to tell stories about your past. It's boring, annoying, and self-absorbed. It might make you feel good to dominate the conversation and make it all about you. But how do you think it is for everyone else? Do you think people are really enjoying the highlights of your high school football days? Is this really the time for another exaggerated tale of your sexual prowess? Try your best not to create this fantasy bubble. Live in what's real. Listen and connect with people. Don't perform for them. Good point. Because lately my life has been quite interesting. A lot of good things have been going on. I've been feeling like a winner lately, but I don't want to brag or talk about all the good things that happened to me because a lot of those things were also beyond my control. A lot of things are in the hands of fortune. Everything that is in the hands of fortune can be easily taken away from you. So just be humble and grateful for whatever good you have in life. Okay, since I need to catch up, I've been reading those quotes every day, and when I haven't, I have been catching up. So on March the 7th, don't trust the senses. Heraclitus called self-deception an awful disease and eyesight a lying sense. Self-awareness is the ability to objectively evaluate the self. It's the ability to question our own instincts, patterns, and assumptions. Oisis self-deception or arrogant and unchallenged opinion requires that we all hold our opinions up to hard scrutiny. Even our eyes deceive us. On the one hand, that's alarming. I can't even trust my own senses. Sure, you could think about it that way. Or could you take it another way? Because our senses are often wrong, our emotions overly alarmed, our projections overly optimistic. We're better off not rushing into conclusions about anything. We can take a beat with everything we do and become aware of everything that's going on so we can make the right decision. It's basically think before you do and think before you speak, and don't blindly rush your decisions because of what you feel in your body and in your heart, because your emotions might be talking nonsense to you. So you don't trust your feelings all the time, but accept them, respect them. Okay, this is the quote of the day, and that concludes the video. Tomorrow I'm also going for 100 push-ups because I'm modest. But then I build up to 200, and I will pass by 100 a lot quicker this time because my starting point was 74 instead of 64. So yeah, March 8th. This is today. So the Stoic quote time will be at the end of the video, and it will have one quote of the day and then the comment on the quote in this book. Because here's a quote from Epictetus. If a person gave away your body to some passers-by, you'd be furious, yet you hand over your mind to anyone who comes along so they may abuse you, leaving it disturbed and troubled. Have you no shame in that? Instinctively, we protect our physical selves. We don't let people touch us, push us around, control where we go. But when it comes to the mind, we're less disciplined. We hand it over willingly to social media, to television, to what other people are doing, thinking, or saying. We sit down to work, and the next thing you know, we're browsing the internet. We sit down with our families, but within minutes, we have our phones out. We sit down peacefully in a park, but instead of looking inward, we're judging people as they pass by. We don't even know that we're doing this. We don't realize how much waste is in it, how inefficient and distracted it makes us. And what's worse, no one is making this happen. It's totally self-inflicted. To the Stoics, this is an abomination. They know that the world can control our bodies. We can be thrown in jail or be tossed out by the weather. But the mind, that's ours. We must protect it. Maintain control over mind and perceptions, they say. It's your most prized possession. This book is written by Ryan Holiday, who studies Stoicism That's why he has a quote from the old Stoic philosophers, and then he writes an explanation how we can apply that to our daily lives. We are too distracted by people's opinions, social media, and what have you. That's why I even avoid too much insight into my personal life, even though I have no problem sharing if a friend asks me, uh, within reason. Not everything is meant to be shared. We're allowed to have our inner personal world. It's sacred to us. And so is our bodies and our minds. You have to take care of both. That's why Stoicism, push ups, and cool music is so important to me. And have a nice day and stay buff.